We got a very special guest for you today. He's a flyweight champion. He's a bantamweight champion. He's an Olympic gold medalist. We call him the Triple C. It's Henry Cejudo, and I'm feeding pupusas on Food Truck Diaries.
Oh my God.
Are you on any kind of diet right now?
I'm on a seafood diet. I see food, I eat it out.
Word, dog.
You see where the cringe comes in?
You gotta get some plantains. I bet that empanada's nice. You're trying to shit your pants, loaded fries.
I'm gonna do those pupusas. I'm gonna do the pork, bean, and cheese.
Pork, bean, and cheese
Yeah. Pupusa?
Pupusa? Two like that?
Yeah, two.
Oh, you going two?
I go all or nothing.
Yeah, load them up. Load them up. Can I get the chicken, spinach, and cheese pupusa? And then I'll do the street tacos.
And the street tacos.
Thank you, my man. My man, fresh off the plane from Australia. The champ is here. The double champ. Triple C.
Triple champ. Let's get it right, ladies and gentlemen.
There's only one triple champ.
There's only one.
There's only one,
in the
dog.
world, man. Blessed, man. Blessed. Happy to be here.
Yeah, I would have for sure canceled. When they told me you came from Australia to here and you landed at 1 a.m. last night, I'm like, this show is cool. Don't get me wrong. I love doing Food Truck Diaries. I'm not bad. I would have canceled 100%. If it was like Ellen or something, I would have showed up, but
Yeah, no.
I appreciate you, man.
No, I just landed. I landed at 6:30.
6:30.
So 6:30, I was in LAX. Here we are, it's 11 o'clock in the morning. Triple C just didn't get tired, man.
No, that's why you're Triple C, bro. Because you're doing things like this.
Yeah, for sure.
How you feeling, man?
Good, man.
Everything good?
Yeah, everything's good, man. Life is good. Still going through, had shoulder surgery after the Marlon Marias fight.
Surgery that you've been wanting to get done for a while?
No. It happened during the fight, man. I tore like 3/4 of my subscapularis here, and I took some of the bone with it. So I currently have a screw in my collarbone, man.
Yikes, man.
So this all happened in the first round of our championship fight, in the last 30 seconds of it. I don't know if you've ever fought, and when you do, you ever done this before? Like you'll throw a punch and you'll do this.
Almost like a reset, almost. Yeah.
But just as a massage.
Yeah.
Dude, that's almost like, and that's what happened during that fight.
Oh, really? That's what happened?
Yeah, so when you start having those tendencies in practice, you're like, dude, you're tearing something.
Yeah, something, yeah.
And it so happened to be, I just happened to just tear the whole thing once the fight came.
So how long are you out for?
I'm actually coming back. I think I'm gonna be good by November, so I'm thinking maybe sometime in March, get back and have my first fight.
And are you thinking, it sounds like around the water cooler, the CT water cooler as I call it, it sounds like it's gonna be flyweight. Because like Dana was like, yeah, he's gonna have to fight Joey Benavidez, or what are you thinking?
Well, right now,
you're the Triple C, so you can kind of, you're in a position where you can kind of go where you want to go.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Like I said, Dana can say what he wants, and he's a president and whatnot, but when you own two weight classes, when you have two kingdoms, I think I have the leverage. And I think, you know what I mean? It's like, no one's gonna force me to, fight somebody that I don't want. I mean, I can determine which weight class.
But don't you feel like the pressure's on you to salvage the flyweight division? Because if you're like, nah, I'm good on it, see ya. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, there's a lot of guys kind of like, come on, Cejudo, take the fight, bro. Otherwise, they're gonna be fighting one championship.
I thought I saved it. But even if I do that, Brendan, like eventually I am gonna want to step 135 pounds.
Yeah,
like,
I love
really
that for
do,
you.
man.
I love that for you.
Cutting weight for me is hard, man. Like making 25s is hard.
Is it?
Yeah, my debut in the UFC, I didn't make weight. I didn't make weight a few times in my fighting career, trying to make 25.
So, but the only thing, at 35, there's some great matchups, but I love seeing you at 125. 135 would be ridiculous. But at bantamweight, there's so many fun matchups there.
Yeah.
So, like, yeah, you could save the flyweight division. All right, whatever. And I want Joey Benavidez to get a shot at you because he is a close friend of mine.
Yeah.
But when I look at the matchups at bantamweight, there's so much fun there.
There is, man. There's a lot of color. I mean, you got Jose Aldo just coming down. You have Uriah Faber that just came back. You have Cody, Dominic Cruz.
Uriah wants to fight you too. He came on here and was like, I went, what's next for you? He's like, oh, Henry Cejudo. And he goes, I'm not taking anything else. He goes, Dude, I was retired. Like, he's like, so for me, it's only super fights. So he's like, unless they offer me Henry Cejudo, he's like, I'm chilling.
So Uriah wants that smoke. I don't know if you can handle that smoke, Uriah Faber. Wait in line, buddy.
The California kid, man.
The California middle-aged guy. He can wait in line.
Like the California man, you know? It's like Wonder Boy, Wonder Man.
Until his king tells him that he's next. But until then, Triple C does what he wants.
I feel you, Triple C. So don't you feel like a fight like that, like a Uriah Faber, Jose Aldo, Frankie Edgar, like a big name guy is kind of what you're going for?
That's exciting. That's exciting. I like the Frankie Edgar. I like the Dominic Cruz right now. Like that.
Ooh, that Dominic Cruz fight.
That's what's jumping at me.
Yeah.
As much as Joe does have a victory over me, but at the end of the day, it's cutting the weight, man. It's cutting the weight, and then especially being up at 35 and then feeling good and having a good camp and just being more happy, man. Being more happy, like literally, like I cut 25 pounds, man, to get down to 25, man.
Yeah, I also think you getting down to 25.
It gets scary, man.
It's scary. And you're how old?
I'm 32.
So especially at 32, I also feel like it shortens your career. Like if you're constantly cutting your body, depleting your body of nutrients, stuff like that, at the end of the day, eventually it's going to catch up to you.
Yeah, and I've been making this same way since I was a junior in high school, man.
That's insane.
You know what I mean? Like obviously I'm a small stature, of twisted steel, and sex appeal, but it's still, it's draining. It's draining on me, and that's just the only thing. I'm gonna end up finishing my career at bantamweight, 100%.
But for you, it's kind of, you're just gonna, I guess, see how your shoulder goes and then decide if it's gonna be up 125, 135.
Pretty much. Yeah, you never want to make a decision when you're just not healthy.
No.
I checked myself this morning. I was 155.
155. Yeah. That's 155. Chilling. I feel like, and you tell me if I'm off on this. With you having the surgery, you having some time off, and with your performances, they've been so damn impressive. But with this time off, you've kind of gone a little bit of the marketing route. Like even though you're out, like you've been pretty active, calling people, like obviously the Shevchenko stuff is hilarious. It's so funny to me. That's funny. But then also, you're playing a character, right? Like you're playing like this cringe character, right? Little Andy Kaufman vibe. You know what I'm saying? Because you're
Triple C.
It's true, no. Because you're a cool, humble dude, but the way you go about it, like it's funny. So, I think people enjoy it, and people are like, "Oh, this is the worst." But either they're watching. You know what I'm saying? It's the Andy Kaufman approach.
I don't want you. You're making me break character over here.
I know,
man.
dude. Listen, I got Colby Covington to break some character too. If you can break him, if you can break Colby. What are we doing?
If you can break Kobe, you're fucking good,
dude,
man.
My God. That was a tough one.
This is what I'm saying. This is why I respect Kobe, because of what he's doing. Like, I know exactly what he's doing because I'm doing it.
It's so stressful for you guys.
But it's a lot of pressure. It's a lot of pressure, man. Like, you come out with the wearing the hat and the cape and doing magic tricks on stage, knowing that you're about to fight a killer, Marlon Moraes, and throwing out a rabbit and slamming a snake.
Because already, there's a lot of pressure in fighting already. I can't imagine, like you guys doing that shit. And like what Conor McGregor did and Stylebender did in his walkout, it's like, fighting's tough enough, man.
Yeah, it is.
You guys are psychos.
And when I see people that are now showmen, like I respect them so much.
Because you know what it takes.
Because I know what it takes, and they're elevating the sport to the next level. Look how much attention I brought to the flyweight division.
Yeah. But also, like, what you guys are doing, you're also opening the door for negativity. So you're opening the door for people to make fun of you guys. So it's like, you could just go about your work and be double champ and then just be like, no, thank you, have a good day.
Right,
Mexican American, and do that. But like, you gotta fucking.
I want to thank everybody.
Like you could go that route.
Right.
And people are going to watch your fights, but they're not going to tune in to watch you lose. Or they're not going to have an opinion.
There's too many of them. There's too many of them. Like, I don't even come out with an American or a Mexican flag because I want people to get to know more of my character, like who I am as a person. And part of the gimmick is I am telling the truth, and that's partially how I feel. I'm just turning up the volume, as Uncle Chow would say.
Yeah.
So, people that don't like it, man, you guys, and I think Chael Sonnen said it best. He said, the only reason why they called it mixed martial arts is because they had to put some type of name that was doing. some type of clean name where the commission would actually accept it. You know, it was no horse bar. It was vale tudo.
Anything goes.
Like it was anything goes. And that's, dude, you gonna be nice to somebody that's gonna punch you in the face and bow?
Yeah.
Dude, no, let's stick each other. And let's make it entertaining. Let's sell some damn tickets.
100%. But you need the right opponent to kind of sell those fights. You know what I'm saying? Like you need the right. Like I thought you versus TJ Dillashaw, that was a fun build up.
Yeah.
That was a really fun build up.
but even if people don't like it, even if people are not gonna sell it with me, I'm still gonna do it, and I'm gonna get under their skin.
Oh no, there's no turning back now.
Yeah, no, there's no turning back because it's.
You'll be all in.
I'm all in, man. I'm all in.
Like even Colby Compton on this, like he did his gimmick, and this is the best part. He brought he rented 2 chicks, you know, and I was like, dude, I was like, do you have to do this? He's like, I'm sorry, man, I gotta do. So he's doing the whole thing. They don't know who he is. They hate being there. There might have been strippers. I don't know. Lovely ladies. So we're in the back, and he goes. You can tell he's always thinking. He goes, oh, you know what'd be cool is while I'm talking to Brendan, can when you rub my shoulder? She goes, not rubbing your fucking shoulders. And he goes, nothing. He goes, nothing. She goes, fuck no. He goes, that's cool. All right. And you could tell he's just, you can tell he's just like, damn, man.
Yeah, he's like, this is.
Yeah, he's like, I was like, you're in LA, brother.
Like I'm glad this shit didn't fucking. I'm glad they were recording.
Dude, it's so funny. And he goes, oh, like it just hit him. He goes, oh, well, we're finishing. Will you rub my shoulder? She goes, get the fuck out of here. He goes, okay. And then we just go back to eating like tater tots. They didn't even talk to us. They just walked off after that. I told him, dude, what you're doing, man, like, obviously people know your name and it's working, but I do not envy you, my man.
No,
I do not envy
you. Not one bit. I mean, he's taking a different route with everything that he's doing, but it's, that shit is hard, man. I respect it, but I also don't see him fighting too much longer in the UFC. I think he's building up this persona, this character, and I think he's looking to get into WWE like sooner rather than later.
Correct.
It's gonna be a lot easier on him. He can live up his character more. He's not gonna be as hated because people are gonna know that he's an actor now.
That's a gimmick, kind of.
And that's it. Like even somebody like for instance, like, I'm gonna even bring her up too is Ronda. Like Ronda, she held not necessarily a character, but a persona where it was, and that added a lot of pressure. So when she did lose, she almost lost a bit of her identity.
Yeah,
at least to the world.
Yeah, I think with Ronda, she grew up and because of her upbringing and because of the way her mother was with judo and obviously the passing of her father, she developed like the biggest chip on her shoulder, like the biggest, and she was it was so tough for anyone to break that, and mentally she was so fucking tough. She believed what was going on. She was surrounded by people that also were like, oh no, you're the best striker in the world. You're the best striker in the world. So she was like, oh, I am the best because I trust these people. And then when it didn't go her way, it was kind of like a rude awakening, Yeah. And that was a tough one. Yeah. That was a tough one, man.
But again, it's pressure, man. Like even for
I can't imagine what you're
even for Conor. Conor, again, he's not necessarily a character. It's a persona. It's elevated with volume, but he loses his next fight. I don't think he'll fight again. Because he's just because he'll just become another journeyman.
That which isn't good.
So he's gonna fight for the belt. He's gonna wait his chance. He's gonna fight for it, and then I think win, lose or draw. I think that might be it for him. Or at least if he loses, I think that's gonna be it for him. So.
I agree 100%. But also what he's done outside the octagon too is like he doesn't have to fight, but you lose another one, you haven't won a fight in 3-4 years. It tarnishes the legacy a tad. So I think he does have to be a little calculated with who he comes back with next.
Right. But you know what? I also feel like the world is like our generation is a bit different too. It's almost like the whole BMF belt. Like that shit's gonna end up becoming. They're gonna start giving BMF belts. Like you know what I mean? People are not gonna be so interested in seeing the best in the world. It's gonna be two guys that you know what I'm saying? Like so it's.
That I'm thinking is just a one-time thing because it's like a Masvidal Diaz. There's no title, but it's like the people's fight a little bit. It's like the street people's fight. So with Masvidal's background, but it's like let's give out a belt for first team all body, you know, and because, you know, it depends how far they're going to take it. Because right now, we're in the entertainment era, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like back in the day, you didn't have to come up with a gimmick or, you know, like your skill sold itself, and that's all people gave a fuck about. But we're in the entertainment era, but I also think the entertainment era is slightly going away.
Yeah. The entertainment era? You think so?
Yeah, I do. I do, man. I think it's slightly cut.
In what? In the UFC?
In the UFC. Yeah, because especially at Conor, he's not as active, and obviously he was the height of it. Chael, and you got these guys, but you know, you, Kobe, you guys are doing your thing, but now like there's so much depth, there's so much talent, and the UFC isn't predicated off pay-per-views. So if UFC's kind of like, dude, we're good. We don't need you to put on a fucking Batman costume and fucking run around the press conference. Like, we're set, dude, you know?
I'm gonna try not to get offended from that comment,
no, you wouldn't be. You didn't put on a Batman costume, did you?
Probably just
pretty close.
Pretty close, dude.
I like yours because I can tell you're having fun with it.
Yeah, absolutely.
But here, this is the only reason why it works, Henry, because you're winning.
Yeah.
Like if you're not winning, it's not gonna work. Like, and this is the other thing to you guys that do play that role and play that extra persona is a guy like Ben Askren.
Yeah.
Who was just constantly talking shit, constantly like undefeated, talking shit. And then when he gets starched, it's like, oh, but
like that was hard. That was
worst case scenario for him. But he took it on the chin, literally. But he also on social media, he was like, well, that sucked. Like, yeah, this is the game I play, man.
Yeah, you hear all the jokes. No need to apologize. Like, it's crazy because I'll watch it because it's almost like,
I love Ben.
If I eventually do lose, this is the shit that I'm gonna go through. And Ben just happened to be the fucking blueprint. Like right when it happened, it's just like, God.
But
that's a lot of black. That's a lot of heat to take.
You're gonna be reading those comments in your satin sheets in your mansion because talking all that shit got you there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It got you to that. Obviously your skills did, but also being this bigger than life personality sold the tickets, got you your paycheck. Yeah. So I'd rather be reading those negative comments in my mansion than in my fucking double wide, you know?
Right, absolutely.
I think you're playing it right.
They say it's easier to cry in a brand new red Ferrari, right?
I haven't cried in my Ferrari yet, but they, you could, yeah, either way it sucks to cry. Let me feed you, dude.
All right, let's go.
Street tacos, plantanos, okay?
That's the chicken spinach and cheese pupusa.
Okay.
That's the pico cabbage and red salsa.
Fantastic. Here's yours, double champ.
Triple champ.
Triple champ, that's right. I keep calling you double champ.
There's too many of those, man. Too many. I get offended.
How is it, my man?
Man, it's so good. It makes you want to slap my mama.
Oh yeah, a little pupusa. Is your mama home cook?
Yeah. Very. Actually, my aunt makes a lot of like this type of food, like Salvadorian.
Really? Mm-hmm. You were born in the States, though, yeah?
I think so.
You think?
Unless my birth certificate, it's a little sketchy, man.
You never know, because my girl's Mexican, like born and raised in Guadalajara. Yeah, speaks Spanish. My son speaks Spanish, and she's like super Mexican. And then whenever we watch fighters, I'm like, oh, how's his Spanish? She'll go, not good. Taco Bell. She'll go Taco Bell, meaning American.
Yeah. No, she'd be impressed with mine.
She is.
Even though I wouldn't be, even though I wasn't born in Mexico, I have, my Spanish is pretty
good?
Yeah, pretty good. Better than anybody in the UFC, I think, Mexican Americans.
Mexican American. I'm trying to think. The only ones I really know are you, Brian Ortega. Spanish isn't bad.
Yeah.
Kane had to teach like classes or some shit. I'm serious. Like once a week he had to learn Spanish just because his dad wanted to like be Mexican American, so he only taught him English, even though his dad, they're born and raised in Mexico. So yeah, once you start marking towards the Mexicans, you gotta know your shit.
He did 4 years in high school.
Taught me nothing.
No, I'm talking about Kane.
Taught me nothing. Taught Kane nothing. You have to get a fucking Spanish teacher, man.
Yeah, no. Where I grew up, it was more. If we didn't speak Spanish, like you'd get lost.
Really?
Yeah,
sounds like my house.
Yeah, I grew up in pretty much. I grew up in apartments my whole life, the majority of my life, and it was all just immigrants, Mexican immigrants, like that's it.
Yeah.
So if you didn't if you didn't speak Spanish, or literally where I lived,
You're screwed.
yeah, you're screwed. You just don't know.
You, whatever, I never followed up on this. What happened? Did you go on a date with that Bella? You know what I'm talking about? The twin? Didn't you slide in her DMs? Well, you even beat somebody's ass and use the mic time to like, what's up, girl? I'm single. I'm just seeing what you're doing. I was like, God damn, he must really like her. That is valuable time. You're like, holler at me.
The thirst is at its all-time high, ladies and gentlemen. I think thirst should be like
Well, DC and Rashad had Team Thirsty. That was their thing, Team Thirsty. But you could take that over now.
No,
First team all thirsty.
No, we're Nikki's obviously, man. She's good. Heck yeah. Do I want to date? Absolutely. But right now she's taken.
Oh, who's her man?
He's one of the dancers of Dancing with the Stars.
Oh.
His name is Artem.
Oh.
And he happens to be a little cute. So
He sounds like, dude, you can dance.
but
Mr. Steal Your Girl.
But when that door opens up, and she decides to tell him to kick rocks, Triple C sliding in.
What's up, girl? But there's a twin, right? Or the other one's married, right?
Yeah, they're married. But no, but they're super.
Ain't that a bitch?
But they're cool people, man. Really
Yeah, they're
down
so pretty, man.
really down to earth. They're actually Mexican descent too. So
Are they really?
Yeah,
Even
they're-
better, dude. I've always been a fan. You're just the singles Triple C champ over here.
yeah, pretty much.
Do you ever talk about your personal life, or you stay away from it? Like,
no, we go
are
ahead
you
now.
on Tinder and shit with all 3 belts? Just like, right?
No, but that's a good idea.
Yeah, dude. Great idea. Phenomenal idea.
No, I pretty much no. My personal life I don't talk about it like in public, but if you want to know, I'm single. I've been single for like the last couple years.
A long time.
Yeah, pretty much all my 20s, I was in 2 relationships.
Long term.
Yeah. Like 2 relationships, it just took up all my 20s. I really didn't know, you know what I'm saying? Like I just didn't really, yeah, I'd say so. And then I just couldn't put a ring on it after fucking 5.5 years, and had to call it quits, dude. 'Cause I'm just like, I don't know if I could be with you for 50 years, you know?
That's a long time.
It's like, man, if I'm...
It stresses me out when you put it like that.
Exactly. That's what marriage is, dude. It's for life, man. So
Is it though? Divorce rate's never been higher. You can always get out of it. Like, you know when you sign a 3-year lease, you can get out of that. Trust me. I've had a ton of cars.
no, but especially you now with you want somebody else raising your kid?
Hell no.
Exactly.
No
What
way,
do
man.
you think divorce would do?
I mean, I'm from a divorced family. I grew up pretty normal.
What if you had a huge linebacker raising your kid, man? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
I'm talking about like Ricker Williams back there raising my kid. That would suck, man.
Exactly. And part of marriage is you're gonna procreate with this person, and if you can't, you just I don't know.
You want kids?
I do.
You said you're 32?
I'm 32.
32, single.
Trilingual.
Single like a Pringle.
Trilingual. And
Triple C
boy,
champ.
do I mingle from Sunday to Domingo.
Just doing the thing, huh? I'm so into his love life. I don't know why. I'm really fascinated. It's tough though, man, having your credentials and meeting these girls, because you almost gotta, like the Bella thing made sense because she obviously has her own career going on. The WWE thing.
Yeah, no, I've done a lot of I've dated a lot of like kind of just I've gone on a lot of dates with a lot of like public figures.
Oh yeah.
You could say. Yeah.
Any names?
No, I can't. I don't want to do it like that. I think I'm bragging, dude.
You're not bragging.
Like weather girls, like things like that. Like when you see them like
Dude,
at a national.
is it the one weather
at
girl?
a national level?
Is it the one weather? Is she Hispanic?
You're hot.
That girl has an ass from outer space. And you can have all the belts you want, but you, sir, are a champion in my heart for the rest of your life. She's so bad.
Yeah.
And is it you why it doesn't work out, or is it them? 'Cause you
No,
won't shut
it's-
the fuck up about the weather.
It's probably me. I talk about my gold medal so damn much that
Right, okay,
I think
yeah.
it's like I'm out. No, but it's
Weather
not
girl
just.
in Mexico, easiest job in the world. I'll wait. Always beautiful.
Yeah, no, but it's cool, man. Like it's good, but that's one of the biggest things that I do want to do.
You want
Brandon
someone
is
you want a best friend and go through life with, man.
absolutely. Like I'm a hopeless romantic, and
Yeah.
I feel like I've seen a lot of my friends go down a route where they're gonna listen to society, get married, and have kids, and
Nah, man.
being unhappy, man. And I refuse to do that.
Yeah.
Shit, I'm charismatic, man. I got the guns, I got the gold. It's like
Check, man.
I want to make sure the person that's gonna be next to Triple C is gonna be a G. If
Yeah.
not, for life, I'll say single for life.
Well, that gets a little sad. But
No, for sure, 100%. And that's one of my biggest things in life, Brandon, is I want to be a good husband, the best husband in the world, and I want to be just a good father, man. Like to me, the people that I look up to more than anything in life is just family guys.
hell yeah.
You know what I'm
100%,
saying?
man.
More than any athlete, more than any fucking gold medal.
Best thing in the world.
It's people that live for their family for.
Best thing in the world. Now, this isn't a diss at all. I'm not throwing any shade here. But you're not exactly the tallest guy in the world. Does that work against you when you're on dates? You know, because how tall was, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not even like, you
No,
know.
I'm serious, and I'm gonna tell you this story. And this was I was in Australia. 'Cause I'm a confident human being, man.
You'd
Like,
have
I really
to
am.
be. Yeah, you'd have to be. Olympic gold medalist? Yeah, no shit.
You know, I'm not afraid to kind of share my. If I like somebody or if I don't do it, I'll share. I mean,
They'll know.
yeah, they'll know.
You wear your heart in your sleeve.
And yeah, and this was in the last UFC, and this was in February in Melbourne. And again, I'm single, guys. And I remember seeing a girl, like a beautiful, probably one of the most beautiful girls, man. She was probably about 6'1", dude.
Okay.
Not even lying, man. Like pushing it down, just like. And I saw her walking, I was just so mesmerized. And everybody from the UFC, like all the accredited people that were there, that they saw this beautiful girl.
She's a showstopper.
Yeah, but I can tell she was in a hurry.
Tall
but
thing.
tall thing, beautiful thing, or something out of Victoria's Secret.
6'1", too tall for me, but go.
Not for Triple C.
Okay.
And she goes up, and I'm starting to like kind of like, dude, I gotta go talk to this girl. This girl's so beautiful. Like I gotta go over there and pretty much talk to her in the UFC. Like everybody kind of had it, because everybody saw this girl. So everybody was like, all right, what's Henry doing? And I'm like running, and I didn't catch her. She went up the elevator. I don't know what she did. And then I told the UFC personnel, like, and then they looked at me, like, hey, she's stunning, ain't she? I'm like, yeah. I'm gonna find her. If she comes down, I'm gonna wait for her. I need you guys to tell me when she comes down, because I'm gonna talk to her. I'm gonna bring her to the UFC fights. And again, man, I'm a 5'4", twisted, still big-headed Mexican. And then finally, like 10 minutes later, like she came walking back down in the UFC. They're like, man, she's right there. And I go up to her, and I just start talking to her. I just start, shooting my game. But again,
Full court press.
yeah, man, she has no idea about fighting. She has no idea about what I do, that I have a gold medal and 2 belts.
She has no clue.
She just saw, I was like, man, and this is what she told me. She's like, and I says, I would love to take you out to eat. And this is what she told me. She said she allowed me to take her out to eat and kind of date her for the whole time in Australia. She said, because I saw your confidence, man. Like, yeah, you're shorter, and I'm not into short guys.
Oh, wow.
But your spirit was like a giant.
Larger than life.
Yeah, and that's something that she was like, and I told her, I says, for the fights, and then I ended up taking to the UFC fights. And I said, hey, make sure to put on your 6-inch heels.
Oh, wow, you trying to go.
So she was like, whoop. So she went from 6'1" to close to 7 feet, man.
Big girl. And then
people still talk about it. Like, people are like, damn, man, Triple C don't care, man. But it's...
And then after that, it was just, she was in Australia, we're trying to do long distance.
Right. Yeah, I saw her here, just talked to her, but it's,
Wasn't the right fit.
Yeah, it's the countries or whatnot.
Dude, don't you think you could be the next, on the next Bachelor or something?
Let's do it.
Did you do that?
Let's do it, heck yeah.
Like the UFC could make that happen.
Let's do
Dude,
it,
I
man.
feel like, back to fighting, I'll talk about your love life all goddamn day. Your team's kind of blown up, right? They started with you, obviously, doing the damn thing with your coach. I love his glasses, by the way.
Yeah.
He's kind of famous for them now. Are those prescription?
No.
You just wear them because you look cool?
He's
I like him even more
it's
now.
a gimmick.
I like him, all you guys. I have no idea what's real. No idea. The whole team. And then with then you got Costa doing the damn thing. Do you see him in training?
I do.
Monster?
That dude is unreal, man.
How good is his body in person? It is undeniable on TV.
Yeah, he's a stud, man. He belongs in movies in reality. He's good looking, he's chiseled, he has a little action. He could be like Arnold. I really do believe so.
Wow, like a Brazilian Arnold.
No, but I
think
think
market for it.
yeah, but no, but I think he could actually go like
Crossover.
yeah, I really do.
How do you think he matches up against Stylebender? So you just saw Stylebender do work in Australia. Special dude, right?
Yeah.
I know Costa's your teammate, but
No, he is.
take that out of the equation here. What do you think about that fight?
No, Apollo with the right game plan,
He has the power advantage.
he could beat Israel, but when you get to the highest levels, it's all about who's gonna game plan and stick to the game plan till
everyone has
the bell
skills.
rings. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you make your fighter? Can you make him fight his B side, or can you put the wrath of your A side where it's just overwhelming?
Yeah.
And that's what it comes down to. Anybody can beat anybody.
Especially when you get to that level.
When you get
I
to
feel
that
you.
level, when you're 1, 2, and 3, man, it's almost like, hey, man,
That given night.
you can't take it, or you got to take it to this certain area. You cannot be in these situations with this man. There's a level of respect that you have to have for him. It's not just about you, but about respecting your opponent.
Yeah. And I think that's a big reason why you were able to do what you did against Demetrius, who, a lot of people had pound for pound greatest of all time. Obviously, you beat him.
Took his crown.
Took his crown. He's over in one champion. Do you stay up with what Demetrius is doing? He's fighting this weekend.
Send them over. I kicked them out. I send them packing.
You sent the Mighty Mouse packing.
I send them packing.
Yeah, that was a great fight.
Yeah. Him and then TJ. Like, if you really think about it, Brandon, I fought the 3 toughest guys pound for pound in the world in my weight division. I beat Demetrius Johnson, beat TJ Dillashaw, and then beat Marlon Moraes, who was the #1 contender.
Marlon's so talented.
Like, you know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah, you
almost like,
broke
man,
Marlon.
out of every double champ that the UFC has had, I feel like I'm the one that really has fought the best.
Tough test, yeah.
If Conor would fight
fair.
Khabib and beat Khabib, then okay.
Agreed.
If Cormier would beat John Jones, okay.
Agreed. That's fair. That's a good argument. I haven't heard that argument.
Yeah,
That's a good
at least for the men, man. Like,
Because I hear you talking about being ranked #1 pound for pound. I was like, man, just usually my only disagreement there is because you guys are lighter, you can get away with a little more errors. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you zig when you should have zagged and you hit with the right hand, most of the time you're not going to get knocked out. You can recover from it and go, oh, I'm not going to do that. But at, really welterweight up, you can't make mistakes. The margin of error is smaller. But you guys are more technical, more skilled, so there's argument for both. But I usually, because I used to fight at heavyweight, I tend to side with the heavier guys when it comes pound for pound. But the biggest argument you have is you're a gold medalist in the Olympics, which is insane.
just in case
way
you guys,
tougher to do than
just in case you guys didn't know.
Triple C. That's why I call it
Just in
Triple C.
case you didn't know, man, can you remind them?
I feel like they know.
Yeah,
man.
and
but
you're
also,
right.
Also, the pound for pound argument's a little crazy.
Yeah,
Like we had John Jones, you, DC, Khabib. Like, Khabib's never lost a round, for God's sakes.
yeah. Again, I got to fight for what I believe in.
Well, you
I have,
should-
I have
you should
more.
believe
I have
that.
more rules in the UFC. I'm a Hall of Famer in wrestling. I'm going to be a Hall of Famer in the UFC.
Yeah, you could stop right now and be a Hall of Famer.
This puts me in a whole new class where I don't think people will reach it for a very long time.
I agree. It's
For
tough.
a very long time.
Yeah.
You become the youngest Olympic champion in history at the age of 21 in 2008.
Nuts, man.
Win two UFC belts, and a 2-sport Hall of Famer.
What's crazy to me when I think about your career is when you did lose to Joey Benavidez and then when you did fight Demetrius the first time with that knee, it was just like, oh, he's not there yet. And then you go on this fucking tear and you just start getting better. And you're striking. Now you're known for your striking. It was insane, man.
Yeah, a lot of it you just owe. Sometimes pain can produce passion. I think as a competitor, I think I know that game more than anybody. I know how to compete more than anybody in the UFC. Israel, John, Khabib, I have more experience. I'm a little more. There's a little more complexity up here. It's a little more special.
Yeah, to argue your point, I also think you fought better competition because getting to that Olympic level and being the best at it, you're fighting the best in the world that they have to offer in your amateur career. So, and you did that just mentally, even before you got to the UFC. So,
yeah. So it was already, and I think ever since I was a kid, I think since birth, I was kind of like that. Like I knew I was special.
Yeah.
Like since I was a little kid, like literally like 6, 7 years old. Like I knew I just felt different. I could do things different.
You think that was because of the way
I had
you
a
were raised?
will up here.
You think that's the way you were raised with your mama? I'm sure your mom had something to do with it.
Yeah, for sure. I think it was through the nurture side, and I also feel like it's through the nurture and the nature side. I feel like I was born with this fucking mindset.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like with the just driven.
As Joey Diaz says, an immigrant mentality.
It's
That's
different.
Fair to say.
It's different, yeah.
Yeah, man.
It's different.
Well, hopefully you enjoyed the food, dude. Hope you didn't put on too many pounds. You need to get some rest, dog.
You might be going to featherweight here pretty soon.
That's what you asked for, so that's why I fed you. If it's up to you, if it's up to Triple C, the man who owns all the belts, your next fight's in March against. If Dana goes, I'm Dana. Hey, Triple C, I don't know if he calls you Triple C. Doubt it. I doubt it. Henry,
should.
What's happening? Let's be real. Henry, what's happening? Yeah, how you doing? You can fight anybody you want. Yeah, March. I don't care when you fight. Whatever, March fine. Who do you want?
Can we end it here?
We're gonna end it here. Who do you want?
Valentina Shevchenko.
Well, legally we can't do that. Give me another one. Give me another one. You're the best, brother. Appreciate you coming on, man. Triple C, everybody. That's great ending. Great ending.